The Zodiac Perm Wrap. The Zodiac Perm Wrap was designed to create excessive volume in a client's hair who wishes to have larger curls that are shown but needs a lot of volume in their hair. This perm wrap is done in a basic 5 panels like a block perm wrap, and what we are going to do is we're actually going to be wrapping almost like a double perm wrap. We're going to take the size of our larger rod, and we're going to be using 2 different size rods here, a smaller rod and a larger rod. And we're going to take the diameter of the larger rod, and we're going to then take that subsection, split it in half, and leave half of the rod base out. We are then going to take our smaller size rod place the end paper into it, and then roll the rod downward. We're going to repeat that procedure by taking the base size of the larger rod, taking it upward, splitting it in half, leaving half of it out, and then taking the rest of that base and placing our smaller rod in. The size of the rods will be determined by the length of the hair of the client and how much volume they are trying to achieve. Again, taking the subsection, the size of your larger rod, now taking that and splitting it in half, leaving half out, and now applying your smaller rod to this section. Rolling it down, holding it at 90 degrees, all of the same basic procedures as doing a basic permanent wave wrap are applied here, except for we're going to be putting 2 rods into one base. Taking it and splitting it, 90-degree projection, end paper on, using the smaller rod first. You would complete the entire wrap utilizing this technique. Once you've completed the wrap with the smaller rods, you are then going to take this hair that was left out, bring it back over the rods, and at this point you're going to take coffee stirrers and you're going to apply them to the smaller rods by lifting up the bands and placing the coffee stirrers into your smaller rods. This is going to assist keeping the larger rods above the smaller rods. When applying the coffee stirrers, be cautious as to make sure there is not too much tension on your smaller rods. Once you've gone through the entire head, placing the coffee stirrers into your smaller rods, you are then going to go back and you are going to now comb the hair up 90 degrees. Place your end paper on the hair, and now using your larger rods, you're going to roll that down on top of your previous rods. Band goes in the front. Take your next section, following the same procedure. And rewrapping the entire head utilizing the half strands of hair you left out of each base prior to, and rolling them up on your larger rods. Combing the hair up 90 degrees. Wrapping the rod down, sitting it on top of the coffee stirrers. This was utilized greatly for women looking for large curls with an excessive amount of volume. The smaller rods at the root area would create a tighter curl, which actually will push out the larger curls away from the head. The Zodiac Permanent Wave Wrap.